So today's vlog hasn't got much crafts in it again, as usual. I have been working on the hat, but I was doing my TMA most of the day after the hospital, so I haven't got much done. But I've got many more hours to go that I can do more on it because it's currently 11:47 and my husband's still at the cinema, obviously watching the Star Wars premiere thing. So he won't be back until like 3 o'clock in the morning, so I'll sit up and knit until then. So I've got always curls up. Don't hate that stocking it. But yeah, so I've got this much done on the hat. I'm on the decreased rows now, and then obviously I'll seam it up to make it into the round hat. Next time I make it, I'll do it in the round. I like to follow the pattern straight if I can the first time round, and then I can see what I can change the next time round. So this is the last part of the 3-piece set. Oh no, there's the boots. I forgot the boots. But this is the last of the red and white parts. So after this, I will make them in the round from now on. The bits that can be made in the round, obviously. So like the trousers and the hat will be, and the sleeves will be made in the round. The jacket obviously can't be made in the round, but that won't take as much long now that I know the pattern more. So the teddy bear will soon have its hat. I had took my crochet to the hospital with me so that I could do some crochet in the waiting room, but actually there was so much traffic getting to the hospital that I got there with 2 minutes to spare, sat down, got my husband to give me some water because I needed a full bladder for the scan. Before I'd even got 2-3 sips out of it, they called me in, which was the fastest I've ever been seen in the hospital. So I didn't even get a chance to do any crochet while I was there. Not that I'm complaining, because it was nice to get in and out, because anyone who's had these scans knows it's a nightmare trying to hold it all in. They go like, have a full bladder, and then they push down like mad, and oh my god, that hurt. And so I was actually glad to have it over and done with. But the good part was my kidneys look okay and my bladder looks okay, and he said obviously he can only tell from the looks of things, he can't tell from functions, but I've already had a blood test for it and that was fine, and now the scans come back as fine. Chances are there's not anything wrong with my kidneys. I don't know what other tests they can do, but that means I don't know what other tests they're going to do for trying to work out this high blood pressure, so we're just going to have to wait and see what the doctor says. But while he was checking them, he accidentally caught a glimpse on one of the sides, on my left side, of a cyst. So really kindly, even though it wasn't on the system to do, he actually done a scan on my cyst while I was there, so I don't have to go back for that scan, though he has said I will need to go back for other scans, different types, because he couldn't see where the cyst was. He doesn't think it's on my ovaries, he thinks it's from somewhere else, but it's hard to see with the positioning. All he could tell me is it was bloody huge. Apparently it's 11 centimetres in size, and considering I had one cyst burst and removed when I had my hysterectomy back in May, subtotal hysterectomy, so I know that one was moved. There was no more there at that point, because she was taking them away for me while she was there. So some point between May and now, I've managed to grow a cyst that's 11 centimetres, which is more than 1 centimetre a month, so it's a little disturbing. I've had cysts before, and as usual, those who've had them know they often just go away, or in some cases burst, as I had one do. But this one's such a size, and it's grown to this size in a reasonably short period of time, from timescales normally apparently, that he wants more tests done on it, and he said that it's possibly that I might have to have an operation to get it removed, which means another operation, and I can't cope with any more. My tummy has had too many operations and it doesn't need any more. I don't even have feeling back yet from my hysterectomy, and I'm not sure if I'll ever get that back. There's sections of my tummy that are just pure numbness now. But I mean, at least the good part about finding out about the sisters is explained my pain and bloating and swelling and general uncomfortness and the trouble with breathing. It's because it's pressing on all of my stuff. But I'm to keep an eye on it in case the pain gets too bad. Described it similar as an appendix pain, so that could be a sign that it's burst. So I have to keep an eye on it and be careful until I go to the docs, and if they can work out what's caused it, and whether it's stopped growing, to whether they can leave it as is and see if it goes away, or the more likely case is to remove it because it's already quite a large size. I mean, I'm 5 foot nothing on a good day, and it's 11 centimeters in my abdomen, which it's quite a size for me. I know we can have babies that get quite big. I mean, my middle son was 9'1" when he was born, and he was 2 weeks early. So I'm used to having large masses in my tummy. But this one's a little more unwanted. And a little more worrying, because to get this size, don't think it's likely to go down on its own, and I'm not sure what's caused it, because having already had the hysterectomy, it's only a subtotal one, but it's supposed to reduce the chances of having further cysts, and instead I end up with a massive one that's probably not attached to my ovaries apparently, so it could be that it's actually a cyst for something else, and I ain't got a clue. I'm so confused. So I just have to wait for the doctors. So I'm not going to worry about it, and I'm just going to keep knitting, get this finished, and then I will finish my Nan's cardigan, which I've got folded up beside me, ready to do the last few bits on it. And then depending on whether hubby's back or not, I'll excuse me, sorry. Yeah, if hubby's back or not, I'll get on with one of the 2 shawls that I've got on the go that God, sorry. Yeah, I'll get on with the 2 shawls that I haven't finished yet. If you remember, I was doing focus. Yeah, if you remember, I was doing a purple one with the candy swirl. So I've got to finish that one, and I'm doing the virus shawl. The purple one's asymmetrical, and then with Northern Lights, I'm currently doing a virus shawl with it. I said I'd never do another virus shawl because I made so many, and then, I don't know, the Northern Lights just sung to me for a virus shawl, because I mean, it's such nice stuff. So yeah, I have another virus shawl on the go. I've lost count of how many of them I've made. I don't have many of them left. I've sold them, but I've got one for myself. Maybe 2, but I think I've only got one for myself. I sold all the rest. But I don't actually like the one that I've got. It was made with some linen yarn that I had left over from a custom order, and I don't get on with it. I mean, it's really expensive yarn, but I can't remember what it is now, but it was some kind of linen yarn, but I've not enjoyed it, so I don't know what I'm going to do with that one at some point. I mean, it's pink and white, so it's pretty, it's just I don't feel comfortable wearing it. I'll have to show it to you sometime. No, I probably did. In my shawls video, I would have shown it in my shawls video because I had it made at that point. Which I still haven't done my blankets video showing the mermaid towels and the granny squares. I mean, you can probably spot one of them floating around there. There's another one floating on my desk over there. And my 3 sons have theirs upstairs in their bedrooms, or my other son's downstairs because he sleeps in the conservatory because it's bigger. And then my twin sister and all of her kids and ex-boyfriend all have a granny square each. My mum I never made a granny square for. I actually did her a broomstick lace blanket, which came out really pretty. Took an immense amount of work because I was only just learning broomstick lace, and that was the first project I did. But it come out lovely. I might be able to show you a picture of it because I had it on my Facebook page at one point. Let's see if I can find it. What I'll do is I'll find it and I'll add it in the picture here. That'd be easier. I might see if I can find the rest of my pictures and do a video of the blankets, maybe for Vlogmas. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with how the teddy's looking. It's not a perfect fit, and I'm going to make some changes. And I've actually chose a different teddy that I plan on making long term, which I will need to test as well. But I'll still do that one with a couple of changes, because I'll do that in the round instead of flat as well. And I'm going to have to adjust the sizes, because the joints I bought were only just the right size for this teddy, which is ridiculous, because the pattern called for, I think it was 55mm joints, and I bought 45 just to be safe. I did, because it looked like 55 was going to be too big, so I bought 45, so a whole 10mm smaller, which doesn't sound like 10mm, but it is when it comes to joints. And yet those joints, they're only just fitting in. Really, I probably should have gone down to maybe 40 or maybe 35mm, but as I bought a very large amount of them, I'll just adjust the teddies to a bigger size instead. So what I'll probably do is double up the yarn. So I won't double the actual needle size, because I used I think I used a 3mm. And what I'll probably do is maybe use a 4.5. So even though the yarn's double, and that would give me an even tighter knit, which would be even safer for the kids. So I'll probably do that. That should increase the size enough that the joints fit better, but not make the teddies absolutely huge. Not that I'm opposed to doing huge ones. My nephew's 2nd birthday, I think it was, I made him a dinosaur. It was as big as him when I'd done it. I'll include photos here of that as well. It was actually quite cool, because it was the first time I'd ever done anything like that, and it took so much longer than I expected to knit, but he loved it. He absolutely loved it, so I was really pleased, and I'm tempted to make some of them to sell as well, so I'll have to see. But I think I've probably rambled on enough, considering I only had one thing to show you, and it's around 12 minutes into the video. I clearly have spoken too much. So I will see you all tomorrow at some point. Until then, happy crafting. Bye!